what's up everybody? This is Maddie Moon with another segment of Minute with the Moon. I'm here today with Dr. James.
Hi, Maddie.
How you doing?
I'm doing so good. I'm so happy to be here. And it's funny, before we started this today, we were thinking about, you know what? This whole protein thing is so interesting. It brings up a lot of things for people. Whether you're an athlete or someone who just enjoys protein, it brings up a lot of stuff for us. How do we do it?
Yep, exactly. And we're kind of curious to know, what's the difference between plant-based protein and a whey protein? A lot of athletes just drink whey protein, but there's a lot of benefits behind plant-based protein.
There really is. And I think it comes down to a couple of things. You have to ask yourself, what's your goal? Is your goal just to get huge? If your goal is to get huge but not healthy, you know what? You can just kind of have any protein you want. You can be mainlining steaks all day. You can be mainlining, ice cream, which has a little bit of protein. But really, when you get right down to it, you have to ask yourself, what's my goal with the protein? Do I want to be lean and strong, but mostly I want to be healthy? And that's when I always say, you know what, if you want to be healthy, plus lean and plus strong, plant-based protein is really the way to go.
And plant-based proteins are very alkalizing in the body as
Yeah,
well?
yeah, they are. They are that way as well. But they also have a rich complement of something that you know a lot about, Matt. It's the branched-chain amino acids.
Yeah, and what are those?
You know, these are really the essence of what makes a protein healthy. And the more broad variety of these branched-chain amino acids, they really deliver on the promise of building a strong, lean, highly functioning muscle. And you can get those both in whey protein, which is a very strong favorite of a lot of bodybuilders and knockdown, drag-out, heavy-duty athletes. But people now, including a lot of bodybuilders, really big bodybuilders and people who are professional athletes, they know the benefits of going with branched-chain amino acids coming from a plant-based source because of the health benefits in the lean calorie side of this as well, without all those fats that you can be associated with a lot of the animal-based proteins.
Yeah, and what about digestion? Do you digest this kind of protein? Be strong, for example, any kind of difference between like a whey protein?
You know, there used to be a time where, here's a beautiful thing. I say technology, not in the sense that we've manufactured plant-based proteins to now be more efficient, but there's been a way that they've actually known how to actually take the beneficial proteins out of a grain, such as a brown rice, or of a legume, such as peas, to literally extract the protein without bringing in other things along with it. So the efficiency that we can digest and then assimilate and put that protein to work has gone up exponentially over the last just few years. So now you really can deliver on that promise to get something you can digest really, really well without the side effects of feeling like I just had a whole bunch of plant-based protein and now I want to take a nap. You don't want to take a nap. You want to feel like you want to go out there and crush your day.
Exactly. And my last question for you about this kind of protein, plant-based, is heat affecting it at all? Like if you want to cook with this kind of protein and you want to make baked good or something and it's exposed to a lot of heat, will that break down the protein in any kind of way?
That is such a great question, because a lot of the ideas here around about protein is that I love to keep the proteins as cold as possible, because when we do add heat to them, they denature, they break down. They're not quite as quality as they used to be. But I like to say, you know what, if you're baking something like 350 degrees, like cookies, 20 minutes, it'll change some of the composition, but not like you're creaming it by putting it over open fire. But what I love to do, I'd say if I'm going to have I make this breakfast, and I just told Maddie about this, I actually take my almond milk and I pour it over, if I'm going to make like an oatmeal or something in the morning, I'll actually mix it all together, my almond milk and coconut milk, then I pour it over my oatmeal. And then just mix it all together. So it's pretty strong as it goes in and stays strong throughout the whole meal. So I think, ideally you don't want to be overheating your proteins, but if you can do it a little bit just to get that enjoyment with like oatmeal or cereal or something like that, or a baked good now and then, it's pretty awesome to enhance protein that way with what I love to say. I make these amazing oatmeal cookies with dark cherries, and this is kind of the thing I like to do before bedtime. Because it's interesting, dark cherries have naturally occurring melatonin. You get the tryptophan, it's natural in the oatmeal. If you want something before bed, and the plant-based protein, that combination with an oatmeal cookie, my goodness.
Good.
And it really kind of helps the sleep chemistry to come in its own. But that's a different video, another story. So the bottom line is, plant-based protein has come a long way. And if you're looking for a nice upgrade from an animal-based protein, be strong and is the way to go.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much for joining me today.
It's my pleasure.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.